Daniela Pelaez, she is at the top of her class at North Miami Senior High School. She is the valedictorian. While she waits for college acceptance letters from top schools, we're talking about Yale, Dartmouth, she's also fighting right now to stay in this country. A federal immigration judge has ordered her to leave by March 28th because she's here illegally. She says she deserves to stay.
I love school. I love education. I'm the valedictorian in my high school. I've been here since I was 4. I'm American. Seeing my friends and my community, you know, administration, any attorneys helping me, my congressperson, it's giving me hope that maybe there are people there that do care for me and might be able to help me.
U.S. Immigration Enforcement and Customs Agency has issued this statement about her case, as well as her sister, who's also been ordered to leave. As Daniela and Daniela Pelaez, have reserved the right to appeal an immigration judge's decision ordering them to return to Colombia, Immigration and Customs Enforcement will not take action against them while they pursue their legal options. Upon conclusion of their appeal, Immigration and Customs Enforcement will review this matter to determine whether an exercise of discretion is warranted. Daniela, she's joining us live from North Miami, where there are a lot of people, Daniela, who are supporting you, who are rallying behind you. We saw the rally earlier today. Tell us why. Speak to us. Why is it important for you to stay?
It's what I've worked for since I was 4 years old, is to be a better person, to live the American dream that I feel like I've earned it. I've worked hard in school. I've worked hard in my community, tutoring kids, helping my fellow peers. And today with the protest, they've shown that, they've given back to me and that they care. And I'm truly grateful for all the help that everybody's been giving me.
You sound like an amazing student, an amazing young woman. I don't even know how you get a 6.7 GPA, but I know it's on a scale there. But you are at the very top of the top here at your school. You're very active in your community. How do you respond to critics, people who say, well, if your family didn't follow the rules, a judge has ordered you to go back, that you should be in Colombia?
Well, unfortunately, that's just how the system works. But when my family came here, we did try from the very moment that we came to start our legal proceedings, and it's been an ongoing battle. And unfortunately, that's what the decision came to on Monday,
What will you do if the judge decides that you have to leave?
I really couldn't fathom another life. Colombia, it's my heritage, it's my roots, I'll never forget, but this is all I know.
What do you think it means to be American?
I think that you have the freedom, to express, the freedom to happiness and the pursuit of life, and that's what I deserve. My happiness in college, my happiness and my chance to be in the medical field, And
what are your goals? I understand you got some pretty heavy Ivy Leagues coming after you, Dartmouth, Yale, waiting for those acceptance letters, yes?
Yes, I'm actually waiting for 7 schools, and they would come out roughly around April 1st. And, whichever one accepts me, I'll be more than glad. I love them all. And I just want to go take pre-med classes. I want to major in cellular and molecular biology and go off to medical school.
Has anybody helped you? Have those colleges reached out to you? Do you see any sense of hope? I know you have a lot of support from your principal, from your school, and your community. Do you think this can go another way?
I hope not. I really haven't heard from them. I mean, this has all been going on, in the matter of days. It's been literally 4 days,
It must be shocking. I understand that your brother, he serves in the military. He has carried out duty in Iraq and Afghanistan.
He did a tour in Afghanistan, and he recently got back in November.
Were you shocked to realize that your whole life could turn around like this, turn upside down? How did you react?
Yes, of course. Well, on Monday when I was hearing the court's decision, I was just in a state of constant shock. I think I sometimes am, you know, as the judge is delivering his final sentence, I'm just thinking, well, what am I going to do in Colombia? You know, what future do I have there? The education system is differently. They get out at grade 11 and, you know, we get out at grade 12, so I wouldn't even know how to apply what, you know, the scholarly things that I've learned here. I wouldn't know how to apply it in Colombia.
And you would miss your friends. I imagine you'd have to leave everything, your friends, your family, your community. It seems like this is all you've known there in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Daniela,
yes.
we will...
at North...
Please, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was just saying that at North Miami and the International Baccalaureate program, we're all really a closely knit, tight family, and, you know, they're the ones that made this possible, along with the rest of the school and administration, and my whole world would just come apart if I weren't allowed to stay here.
All right, Daniela, thank you so much. We really appreciate your talking with us. We know you have a lot of support in your community there. Obviously, yes. Please let us know what happens in your case and in the next couple of weeks. I want to also take a look at perhaps the legal options here in this case, whether or not there are any. Joining us from New York is Michael Wilds. He's an immigration attorney, former federal prosecutor. So, Michael, is there anything that Daniela can do? I mean, this judge says she has to go back to Colombia. Is there some loophole or room here where that doesn't have to happen?
There's not just a lot of wiggle room, but there is a tremendous obligation that their lawyer has. I had the privilege of just speaking to her lawyer but a few minutes ago. This really demands great attention. Congress could legislate a private bill if it had the tenacity and the moxie to do it, and the president could sign a green card literally over to her once a private bill was had. There are also laws on the books that would allow a person like her, in the greatest tradition of our nation, where we see an entire community and schools coming forward, and look at how she speaks, and the greatest stock of character that we want, the person who achieves academically, whose brother would bear arms to live here. The government could actually, in its discretion, stop the removal proceedings, and also a judge could ultimately award something. There's something called deferred action, where the government can go forward independently of what everything started and defer taking action on this young lady's plight.
Does she have, I'm sorry, but does she have time for any of those options there? I mean, we're looking at weeks away before she's got to leave.
Absolutely. This is exactly what these remedies are for. Before the judge made this final order, a lawyer could have put in a request for prosecutorial discretion for the government to stop this effort. Now that there's adverse press to the government, now that the merits and the equities her brother's service to our nation is forward, I think there's plenty of opportunity here for the lawyer, and we're going to work together as a community, the lawyers throughout the bar, the American Immigration Lawyers Association and its components. I'm a professor of law at Cardozo Law School, where I teach in New York. I'm sure there are a lot of students coming up through the ranks that are going to want to roll up their sleeves and help out as well. There's what they can do, and this young lady, frankly, deserves it. When you look at the economy, when you look at the politics here, she deserves to be here. I spoke to the lawyer. The lawyer said that the prior lawyer had put a Violence Against Women Act case in because the mother had some kind of abuse. Can you imagine, after that case is denied, to then just literally put a postage stamp on her forehead and send her packing? This is completely out of character for our nation. The courts and the prosecutors, I know, will do right by her.
Michael Wilds, thank you very much. Obviously, we're going to be following this case very closely to see if, in fact, her attorney and you guys can work something out to see if she ends up staying here in this country. Thank you, Michael. 4 years ago, after record turnout,